And what's up, everybody? This is Terminator Juice. Gonna do a real quick live video here. I just got uh, done. Well, it's not over, but the Player Essence Mario Kart 8 tournament's going on. I was just getting schooled, and I said enough's enough. I'm not gonna win. I played for like almost 3 hours, and I was getting destroyed. So I had this scheduled for 7, and I decided to jump it up to 6:30 so I could just get it over with. And not planning on a bunch of people watching this live because everyone's doing Mario Kart 8 tournaments. So this is mainly for the replay for people to see later on. So yeah, let's get started. So I had my tournament, The Juice is Loose, on Thursday at 9:30 Eastern Time. Had 13 participants. I want to thank you all personally for joining. It was really fun and really competitive. You know, I was at 6 when it was all said and done. I was struggling. I won a few races, uploaded some clips and stuff to my YouTube channel. But I wanted to go through the results and then talk about that for a little bit. Go over the new rules for this week's Thursday show tournament. So yeah, the winner was Josh. He was his me character. He just squeaked out over Jason K from Scotland, I believe. He was the only person from outside the United States, so thank you for joining from across the sea there. I thought you had it all the way, but Josh, he kept, quietly winning races, and he jumped up with like 2, 3 races left to go, and it came down to like 3 points at the end, and it was pretty close. So that was cool. Lee 87, respectable third. Titanium, then TLH 14, the winner of the Player Essence #1 tournament. She was struggling a little bit. She finished just ahead of me. I was in 6th, followed by Andrew, Win Again, Wheels Pig, who was doing good, but then he was having some internet problems and he couldn't rejoin. He finished in 9th. EOTA 10th, Steel Fox at 11th, Dre at 12, and then Rod John 13th. He only played a couple races. Same with Dre. But again, thanks everyone who participated. There was quite a few people who said they were going to be there and didn't show up, and everyone that did show up did not confirm they were going to be there. So I'm hoping to get at least enough for maybe 2 groups this time. I'm going to have computer, the hard difficulty computer racers in there, because what happened was the first 3 people, myself, Jason K, and I forget, might have been Wheels Pig or something, we got in right away, and it launched the game with only 3 racers. So the first place was Jason K. He got 5 points for that, and then so we were at a disadvantage right there. And if we would have had computer opponents and he would have gotten the 15 points, he would have won the whole thing, because we ended once everyone joined us on the second race. And then when the 3 of us that had that first race, when we got to 16 races, we were done, and then the rest of the people got to race again for not full points, but it scales it depending on how many people. So there was a little bit of a disadvantage there. So I'm going to add for the next one, and any ones beyond that, going to have the computer opponents just to fill it in, and then to have the points be the full points. So hopefully we can get, I'd like, if we can get 12 people each week, that's fine with me. Excuse me. But if we can get 24 or close to that, that would be cool. Like I said in my other video, I chose a Thursday night because there's tournaments all weekend long, and people got stuff to do. Like I said, here in Michigan, we don't get much summer, so if you want to go to the beach or actually go out and do stuff, it's always going to happen on the weekends. Almost everyone I know works Monday through Friday, so I did one Thursday night, for myself and a couple other people, just to help them. And give you something to look forward to during the work week. So I did mention in the last video too that the rules are going to change randomly, and I laid out the 3 things that are random is the the class, 150cc, 100cc, or 50cc. The items, which there's 8 different options, and then the vehicles, which is 3 different options. And what I did was I numbered them. I gave 150cc has like a 60% chance of coming up. 100cc has like a 30%, and then 50cc only has about a 10% or whatever. However, it worked out. And then with the items, I had all items be the more likely scenario. And the no items, frantic mode, no items, and coins, I only have one out of 20 chance each of coming up. And then the vehicles I split up pretty much evenly. So I did the random drawing, and we got the new rules for Thursday's event. It's 150cc, bombs only, all vehicles, and it's going to start at 9 o'clock instead of 9:30. I didn't get a lot of West Coast people join, so I'm going to cater more towards the East Coast, and we're going to start at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Hopefully the people that participated last week can make it, and we can get some more people. You know, especially the guy who won, Josh. I hope you can come back. It's kind of a unwritten rule in tournaments and in games. If you win, you should always try to make at least the next one. So hopefully you can make it, and everyone else that participated. So I mean, I had a blast. I'm not the best player. I thought I was a lot better. With the Wii version, I could get first online a lot, but that was only 100cc. Same with this one. If I just do regionals, I do a lot better because the sport bikes in 100cc are a lot easier to control. But 150cc, I gotta tell you guys, I've been stubborn. I've been sticking to the sport bike. I tried the jet bike. I tried the Yoshi bike. On 150cc, there are just tracks you cannot make the corners on. Music Park, after you dodge the 2 piranha plants, there's a sharp right, and you boost off that, there's almost no way, unless you brake, to make that sharp left. And I was playing with the Wii Remote and Nunchuck, and there's no brake on that. So I don't know if there is a brake button. I don't know it. If maybe it's a down button or something. But I had to back out. I switched to the Pro Controller. Then I switched to a standard bike, and I was doing better. So I think I just got to give up on my love for sport bikes and just be more practical about it. So we got all vehicles this time again. So you know, whatever people are good with. I tried karts. I struggle. So I really need to find out what that secret is to finishing in the top. I mean, I feel like a lost soul out there, getting hit with every item. I was doing the Player Essence one earlier today. I was in a group with TLH14. She's Rosalina on the standard bike, and I was Rosalina on the jet bike for a while, and I was just struggling. And then I backed out, and I switched to a standard bike. And she's a heavy character, and I'm getting bumped off the track. It seems like not every corner, but at least once a race, I'm getting bumped off the track into the grass or the dirt. I'm just an item magnet. It feels like I get hit with every item. Like, I'll get hit with a red shell, then a green shell randomly hit me, and then it's so slow starting off with Rosalina. She has terrible acceleration, and then boom, lightning. Or I'll get lightning right before a jump to go into a parachute section or gliding section, and the lightning will make me fall, and then Lakitu will have to send me way back. I did it on Sweet Canyon. There's that big long section where you get shot through a cannon. Well, if you get lightning in that, it takes you all the way back, and you have to redo it. I was in like 4th place, doing good. I got lightning right there. As soon as I hit the jump, sorry, my nose is itching. I got some allergies. I fall. Lakitu takes me all the way back, and I'm in 12th. And that stuff happens to me all the time. I'm not making excuses, but it's just, I feel like I am like the magnet for all items to hit. I'll have a red shell dragging behind me, a green shell. I'll get hit with a boomerang, and it doesn't. It just hits you, and then you lose your item. Or I'll get 3 mushrooms, and I'm about to, pass 3-4 people. I'll get hit with lightning, and I lose my mushrooms. So it's tough. it's fun, but it's also frustrating at times. I don't know, but like I said, I keep bringing her up. TLH14, if you're watching this, I don't know how you do it, but you consistently finish in like the top 5. I mean, every once in a while you'll get a low one, but she finishes in the top 5 consistently with Rosalina with the standard bike. So she's got something figured out, and I need to learn. I need to watch some like strategy videos or something because I thought I was good at that game. Been playing Mario Kart games since the Super Nintendo. I mean, since '92, and I am just getting destroyed. And then Hunter Mead, speaking of perfect timing, I just brought up the questions app. He's asking, what are my thoughts on the game overall compared to the Mario Kart games you have played? It's early to tell its lasting appeal, but my initial feelings are it's the best Mario Kart to own for someone like me that's not in a family situation. It's just me by myself I own my own house. So because of the online and the tournaments, it's the best for that. Obviously the visuals, the kart selection, the character selection, the treks are all amazing. It's fun. 4-player split screen. I actually had 3 people come over the week I got it, and we had a blast playing it. But as far as like just I could dominate and felt really good about my skills, the DS version probably is the best for me personally. You know, the online was only like 4 or 6 racers or something. But just if I was just going to play the game by myself, not online, then Mario Kart 8's probably second or third. The DS being number 1, and Mario Kart 8 would be tied for second. I played Mario Kart 64 very little, Double Dash very little. The Wii version I thought was good, but it felt like it catered towards less skilled people. It, you know, giving you the option to not have the jump where it just automatically did the power slide. I really didn't like that. And Mario Kart 7, that's probably my least favorite of all the Mario Kart games that I own. I played it the least. 150cc was easy for me on the single player. I got the 3 stars real easy. The mirror mode was easy. Mario Kart 8, I have not gotten all the cups 3-starred on 150cc. I haven't even tried the mirrored. I got 2 cups left they got 2 stars both. I'm just really struggling with this one, and it's not because the game's bad. It's just I need to relearn. I need to just improve my skills, and what I've been doing is going to the time trials, and I'll just take the track that's giving me a hard time, and I'll just race that until I beat the ghost at least, and then maybe try to find another downloaded ghost to just improve, find out the best route, the best vehicle maybe to take. Rainbow Road, the new one, if you play the ghost on that, the Nintendo, I think it's from China or Japan, Mizuno or something, she takes, like, just leaps off the track in 2 different spots, and now I learned that, and that really helped me with that track, and that's how I got the 3 stars on the Special Cup, was I did that. And what's the other one on there? The Dry Bones, or whatever it's called, Dry Bones, or I forget what it's called. It's the second race. I really had to race those in time trials to learn. So at this stage, Mario Kart 8's right up there, but you know, there hasn't been enough time for me to reflect and say, oh yeah, that's definitely the best one. But I'm having a blast with it. I just wish I was better at the game, and I'm hoping that my random selected items on my tournaments on Thursday nights will level the playing field, and it's just going to be about who takes the best corners, and we'll have to see if there becomes like ridiculous if you get like bananas only and someone falls off once, they have no chance at catching up. It might not make it as fun, so it's kind of a learning thing, and I'm willing to take anyone's advice or suggestions on how to do it. But like I said earlier, I made it so all items was going to happen more times than not. I might even modify it even more to, like, I was rolling a 20-sided dice. I'm thinking maybe I don't know if I could do another way, like draw 1 through 40 numbers and make all items even more likely. Well, we'll have to see. But yeah, appreciate the question. You know, feel free to put in the comments what's your favorite games. Most people think Double Dash is the best one. I didn't really like it, and I didn't own it, so I didn't spend a lot of time playing it. But I think a lot of the people in this community are younger, like in their early 20s, mid 20s, so they started with Double Dash. There was also a lot of people who started with Mario Kart 64 and think that's just the greatest. But you know, going back and playing it, it was 3D environments with 2D sprites, so the characters were front facing and side facing. There was like 3 positions, and the controls just felt off to me. I had trouble really with that game, and definitely wasn't my favorite. So yeah, I mean, I'm having fun. I'm dropping out of Player Essence. I don't think I'm gonna go back to that today and play that, just because I had like 300 points, and then 6 races later I was at like 320. So that tells you how bad I was doing. And you know, I'm rooting for TLH 14 to finish strong again. She must have a lot of time to play that game on Sundays, but I got other things I need to do. I need to eat and take care of stuff around the house. So yeah, that's enough about that for the tournament. I want to talk about E3. I've talked about it with Francis in our live streams. I talked about it in a podcast with Pat Powered Up, and you know, really, you see the posters behind me. Those are my favorite game series, pretty much. I mean, Mario Kart, 3D Mario or 2D Mario platformers, Donkey Kong, and Zelda. So we already got Mario Kart 8. We already got Donkey Kong Country, Tropical Freeze. We got 3D World back in November. So that leaves Zelda. For me, that's all I really need to see. You know, it doesn't even matter what their art style is. I know that game's going to be amazing. They said it's the biggest group they've had working on the game. It's the biggest budget. They have the biggest team working on this, and they've been working on it, I want to say, since 2011. So it should be pretty far along. I wouldn't expect it to release this year, probably 2015, November. Is going to be my guess. But that's really all I want to see. I mean, I've seen Bayonetta 2 enough. I know I'm going to buy it. Smash, I've seen enough. I don't need to see another second of footage of Smash. I know I'm going to buy it. Sonic Boom, looks like that's going to be kind of a bummer. From Game Explain's hands-on of that, that sounds like that's going to be a disappointment. Hyrule Warriors, I definitely want to see a little bit more of that. It's got me intrigued. And then, you know, Watch Dogs coming out in the fall. You know, it'd be kind of cool if Ubisoft did a little something in the Nintendo booth so people could actually see the Wii U version. But for me, Zelda's really it. That's all I need to see. That's all I want to see. Everything else I've seen enough of to know what what that game is. And you know, there's some surprises. I'm sure Miyamoto's IP. I think it's going to be that Mario Maker that leaked. It was a photo from the showroom floor being built at E3, and it was Mario Maker. People said it was a 3DS game. I think that's going to be Miyamoto's IP. They said there was a 3DS game they were going to have like a 90-minute presentation on to explain, and I think that got spoiled and leaked. I think that's that game. Unfortunately, it's, you know, it might be a fun thing, and who knows, it might take off, it might be awesome, but just based on the name, it's not going to be something that's really going to excite me unless you can create levels like on your 3DS and then play them on your Wii U or something. If it works where it crosses between the 2 platforms, that could be cool. There's speculation of a Star Fox game, maybe Wii U, maybe 3DS. I think it's more likely on the 3DS since they did the Star Fox 64 remake. It sold pretty decent. You know, 3DS needs some games too. I mean, just you can't bring out those Pokemon remakes and call that a day. You know, they're gonna have to have something, and that Mario Maker might be one. But if they need like 3 or 4 really good 3DS games for the fall and holiday season, and I think Star Fox would be alright. I'd rather see it on the Wii U with amazing visuals and amazing sound, because the original Star Fox is still one of my most fond memories of the Super Nintendo, just because of its like movie quality soundtrack, like the opening sequence, and it was the first game to use polygons on a home console. And I can still remember that opening sequence, and it was just awesome. And I'd love it to just stick to like flying, kept it on rails. I don't need a like the Star Fox 64 bosses where it was like a 3D environment or whatever. I never cared for that. I'd rather just be on rails, stay true to its roots, and just like amaze us with visuals and sound. That would be awesome. I'm not counting on it. Another option would be Metroid, like a 2D Metroid for the 3DS or something. They need something like that, but that would be cool. But like I said already, that's the number one thing. After that, it's just icing on the cake. So I want to touch upon Sony and Microsoft real quick. You guys that have been following me for a while know that I was a multi-console owner last generation. This generation, all I have is the Wii U and 3DS. So I've been leaning more toward Nintendo. And I came off the 360. It was a great console. I had some great games, and the Call of Duty thing was fun for a while. But getting back to Nintendo games and the Wii U, I really realized I was missing out on just quality games, like high production. And what I mean, not like high production, like CG cutscenes and stuff. What I mean is just no bugs, no glitches, no patches needed. Um, just solid like audio visual presentation was amazing. The Wii had some great games. The Wii U, like I've said before, I think they had the best Donkey Kong Country game ever is Tropical Freeze. The best Pikmin game is Pikmin 3. Arguably the best 3D Mario game is 3D World. I know some people would say Galaxy. It's right there with them, and potentially the best Mario Kart game with Mario Kart 8. So they just put out quality, and I just really, really respect them for that. And it reminded me of what games should be and what they used to be. Like I was playing GTA 5, and I thought it was great. I thought the visuals were amazing. And then I get the Wind Waker HD, and I see like 60 frames per second, and I see this amazing art style and just smooth controls and like the gamepad functionality, and I couldn't go back to playing GTA 5. I never beat it because I started playing Wind Waker HD. Then I got Sonic Lost Worlds, and I got 3D World, and I've never touched GTA 5 since. I don't even have my gold membership on Xbox Live, so I can't play it online. And going back to that game, it felt amateurish as far as controls and gameplay, and the shooting mechanics were ridiculous, and I just gave up on that. So with Sony and Microsoft's press conferences, there's really nothing that I care about. Uncharted 4, I never played Uncharted other than the first one, and I didn't care for it that much. I should have gave 2 a chance. I didn't. My PS4 was basically a Blu-ray player, and I never played that, so I don't care about Uncharted 4. It could look like real-life graphics. I don't care about that game. And God of War, if they show that, I played God of War 1 and loved it. Thought it was an amazing game. I played God of War 3 right after, and I was like, this is the same game. I was getting bored. That they never changed the camera system. I hated not being able to look around. And then I tried God of War 2, and I was just like, more of the same. I mean, I don't need to play another God of War game for 10 years. I don't ever need to play another one, probably. Like, the first one should have been a one-off. It was a great experience, but it's not the type of gameplay that's fun in multiple games. So I don't care if they show God of War. Drive Club, who cares? We got Project Cars coming out, so who cares about Drive Club? Last of Us, I already played that game. Yeah, it'd be great for people that have a PS4. You're getting an amazing game, but they don't have anything. All their other games got pushed to 2015, so they have, Destiny. They have their third-party games are all they're going to have this fall. They're going to have Destiny, they're going to have Call of Duty, they're going to have Assassin's Creed Unity. That's all they have, and I don't care about those games. So why would I care about the Sony press conference? There's nothing that I know about that I really care about at all. So unless there's some surprise game that looks really innovative and looks really unique, I don't care about Sony's press conference. Microsoft, you took the Kinect out, you dropped the price, $100 when it's really only 50, because for 500 you get a game and Connect, and for 400 you get nothing but the system and controller. So um, Titanfall was your big game last year at E3. Mario Kart's already pretty much outsold it on the Xbox One version. Um, People are kind of already forgot about that game. No one's talking about it anymore. It's not showing that it's going to have legs. It's not going to be like Call of Duty. Um, Battlefield Hardline's coming out already. Are you guys kidding me? If anyone buys that game, I'm offended. That's Medal of Honor with a new name. The Medal of Honor game sucked. No one bought them, so they just threw Battlefield on the name. And after Battlefield 4, the debacle, the game was broken. So we're getting Battlefield Hardline October 21st. They already set the day. No matter what, if they don't delay that game, I have no hopes that it's going to be finished by the time October 21st comes out. It's going to be another broken game, and I think it'll be the last thing EA ever does. I hope that game fails if it's bad. If it's good, then they can redeem themselves. But getting back to Microsoft, Gears of War, what are they going to do with that game? I mean, come on. They already had 4 of them. The last one sold terribly. Like, compared to the other ones, it was like 1 million compared to like 9 or 8 for Gears of War 2 and 3. Don't care. Forza Horizon 2, I mean, seriously. That'd be like Nintendo releasing Mario Kart, making it Nintendo Kart next year and just having all their Nintendo characters and having the same game. You guys are kidding me, man. I cannot believe people are excited for these press conferences. You're getting, especially Microsoft's. I mean, yeah, they're going to show Halo 5. That's a 2015 game at the earliest, maybe 2016. Yeah, it might look cool, but that's a long ways off. What else do they got? They got nothing for me personally. I don't care about Call of Duty. I don't care about Forza. I don't care about Mortal Kombat. A CG trailer that I'm sure isn't going to be gameplay. Or The Division, we'll probably see another super computer rendition of The Division and not see what it's actually going to look like. And I'm just done with all that crap. I'm done with getting lied to with CG trailers and seeing games that look better in their initial reveal, and 2 years later they look worse. I'm done with all that. I'll watch the highlights of Microsoft's and Sony's. I'm not going to tune in to watch them live. You know, they got some great games that I'm not anticipating. Like I said earlier, if it's something really innovative or really unique, then maybe I could get excited about it. But I really just don't care. I don't know how else to say it. I've said it enough. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to Nintendo's digital event. I have really a good feeling about it after their last couple directs. I think it's going to be entertaining. I think it's going to be some amazing games, and you know, they'll have to cover 3DS and Wii U. Hopefully Wii U gets the majority of the time, but I'm just really looking forward to it. I'm excited. I got Tuesday. I got a half day. I get out about a half hour before the digital event starts, so I'll be able to watch that. The Smash tournament will be cool. I don't know anything about these professional players. I've never watched a professional Smash tournament. So this could be something new to me. It might get me into the whole competitive thing. I might start watching some more tournaments like that. So I got a couple questions here. We Rhyme asks, you play any Monster Hunter? I've never played Monster Hunter on any system ever. I know it started on, I think, the PlayStation 2, I want to say. 3DS has had a couple, and the Wii U has one. The Wii had one. You know, I hate to act like I have like super important life, but I get out of work, I gotta make food for myself, I gotta keep my house maintained. I don't have time to dedicate to a game that needs, you know, hundreds of hours to really get enjoyment out of it. And I know I'd like it. I'm just purposely not buying it and playing it because there's other things that I have to get done, and I don't want a game like that to take over my life, you know. So, you know, Mario Kart 8 is going to be bad enough. I've already logged like 36 hours in 1 week, so my thumb's really sore. I don't know if anyone else is having that problem with Mario Kart, but yeah, I'm not going to dedicate the time to Monster Hunter, so I'm just going to avoid it for the time being. And he asked another question. What game have you seen coming to another system that you believe would fit the Wii U perfect? Uh, I don't know, man. I guess like the Division, depending on what type of game it ends up being, it could have some better control options. If it's going to be more like a RPG elements, like any game that has like crafting or leveling up or like tiering skill trees and stuff, I'd like to see like with the Wind Waker and or not Monster Hunter, uh, Zombie U, where it doesn't pause the game. You can do stuff in real time on the gamepad, and I would like a game like The Division, which I know isn't coming to the Wii U, or Destiny. Games I'm not super interested in, but I think those could be cool. Like I said, using like the gamepad to interact with real time during the game instead of pausing the game. Any game that has like a pause menu, like a open world game, Assassin's Creed, Grand Theft Auto, the Wii U is just better for that because you just look down on the map and you don't have to pause the game and go to and like takes over your screen with the map and stuff. So any game that has like waypoints or something, I always think the Wii U would be better. I wish if they were ever going to release Grand Theft Auto 5 for the current gen, I'd love it if they did one for the Wii U. I know they wouldn't, and I don't even know if I'd buy it, but I'd love it if they could just really use the gamepad for that second screen for setting waypoints and for doing a lot of other things, switching your weapons and stuff without having to pause the game. And I'd love it if there was like an online game where you had your options to like mute people or talk to people or stuff like that using the gamepad. I really wish someone would do like something like that. And other than that, I'm not really that excited for a lot of other games. The Crew coming out, looks interesting, but it's Ubisoft. They're not known for the racing games. Don't really have too high hopes for that. Far Cry 4, I mentioned this in another podcast. I just played Far Cry 3 just over a year ago, and Far Cry 4 by the cover or poster or whatever, it looks like the same game. You got a psychotic-looking guy in some island setting with some tribal person. I'm sure it's the same type of storyline, same gameplay that basically all Ubisoft games are now. You go to an area, whether it's get to a high point or do something, it unlocks that part of the map, and you get your side missions, and then there's like bases to capture, become your fast travel, and just looks like more of the same. So yeah, there's really not a lot of other games for the other systems that really interest me right now. But like I said, if there's a surprise game we know nothing about gets announced for Sony or Microsoft, I'll do an after E3 like impressions. I'll wait. I might do one. Well, it's gonna be hard if Sony's press conference starts kind of late, but I might do one Monday night, just like gut reactions right after. And there could be something they show that would be right in line with the question you're asking. That would be like, why isn't this on the Wii U? So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm just excited. Like if you watched Active Gamer Life's 2-hour podcast with Leveled and GS4Y, GS4Y, they were saying what their level is of excitement, 1 to 10, and they're like 10, probably 11 by the time Tuesday hits, and I'm right there. I'm close to 10. I'm sure Tuesday morning at work I'm going to be pretty anxious to get home and watch this digital event. And yeah, maybe my expectations are a little high, maybe that'll lead to disappointment. But I think Nintendo's got 2014 locked down. I think they're going to have the best games. Yeah, if they had a couple more of those third-party games, definitely would help. But I think they got enough for 2014 to keep this momentum going. I think, Mario Kart 8, I can't wait to see the next week's sales because all the sales numbers were for 2 days, and all the forums, people are talking like that's a week. Look at the first week. That was 2 days, people. Friday and Saturday, that was it. Let's see Sunday through Saturday for the following week, and I think that game's gonna be well over 2 million by the end of which will be yesterday, Saturday, once those numbers come out. And I'd just like to see the momentum continue, and Nintendo hopefully have the great E3 plan for us. And since Iwata is going to be not attending and sick, I'm thinking, you know, like I've guessed in the past, their digital events can be more of like translators speaking, or like Reggie or the dude from the Treehouse, you know, talking, because this is a big American, or not American, but just English speaking event. You know, it's not really for the Japanese gamers, because there's mostly Western games, and it's just a big event for that. You know, Tokyo Game Show is more for the Japanese type games. So I think they just have all their you know, best personalities on display, not just Iwata trying to, you know, struggle through his English and stuff. So yeah, that's basically all I have to say. There's no more questions. Appreciate everyone who watched this live, and you know, leave comments on YouTube once this video uploads on YouTube. What do you guys think? What are you excited to see? Does Sony and Microsoft have anything they could show you that would get you to consider buying a Xbox One or PS4 if you just have the Wii U right now, like I do? You know, so let's see what happens, and we'll get back with you guys maybe Monday night. Otherwise, it'll probably be Tuesday night. And yeah, I'm just excited, and gonna leave it at that. So you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and anyone watching this after the fact, you know, whatever day it is, hopefully it's before E3, and we'll see you guys after E3. Thanks for watching.